I would definitely say the chemistry from the offense and the offense to the coaches and them knowing who they want in certain positions, who they feel comfortable with, what guys are good at different things. And I feel like the chemistry has been the biggest difference this year than last spring.
Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley, back with another video. What a difference just 1 year makes. Those are words from Hendon Hooker after he came off the practice field yesterday. He met with the media, had some great quotes, and look, there is an excitement going on in Knoxville right now. All the hype behind Nico. You know, we've got Carnell Tate on campus, Kyler Casper's on campus. There is a buzz in the air, so much so we're talking about Jaden Davis in the class of 2024, #1 ranked quarterback in the country coming on campus. We have forgotten just what we've got, and that is Hendon Hooker. Let's dial it back in. Let's talk about 2022. Let's talk about this football team and having a leader in Hendon Hooker. We know who the guy is, and that's why I love that opening quote when he's talking about Josh Heupel and this coaching staff and what they've got coming back. They know what they have. Just a year ago, we didn't even know who the quarterback was. We're talking about a quarterback competition between 4 or even 5 guys, people lumping Caden Salter in there at one point, but now we know who the guy is. It is Hendon Hooker. We're going to take a look at some of his quotes and what he brings to the table. But first and foremost, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up just below the video. Quick, free, easy. You guys know the deal. It helps the channel. Just hit that little thumbs up. If you're new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We are fans just like you. This is for the fans, by the fans. If you like what we do, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications so you don't miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. One last reminder, we will be live Sunday night, 5 p.m. We're going to be breaking down this huge weekend for recruiting, but also the spring game taking place on Saturday. So make sure you tune in Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, for a Talkin VAWLS live show. Should be a good time. Let's go ahead and jump into it. You guys know the deal. I started the Hendon Hooker Heisman campaign. I've been saying it all off season. Once he declared that he was coming back to Tennessee, let's run it back. Let's go to Atlanta. That's the words that came out of his mouth. Look, I said, let's start the Heisman Trophy campaign. He deserves it. He's got the numbers for it. Here's what he had to say when he was asked about the Heisman Trophy campaign.
Honestly, right now, my thoughts are on finishing spring ball and winning ball games. Honestly, I feel like the accolades will come later.
That answer doesn't really surprise me. He's focused on winning ball games, and the accolades will come. They'll come if he shows in, he puts in the work. Then the Heisman Trophy campaign will take care of itself. But on the flip side of that, people like us, the fan base, we need to get behind it. We need to get it on social media. Tennessee Athletics, they need to put it out there, put together some type of Heisman Trophy campaign, get Tennessee in the media for the right reasons. But I think if Hendon Hooker, he stays focused, he stays healthy, he's going to have an opportunity for a huge season. You guys already know the numbers from last year. Almost 3,000 passing yards. The biggest thing is the ratio, touchdown to interception ratio. 31 touchdowns to just 3 interceptions. That number is basically unheard of. Nobody puts up those type of numbers. The quarterback rating, everything. If Hendon Hooker stays healthy, he is in for a special year. But look, we are one play away. We're one play away from having to lean on Joe Milton, and they kind of talked about that. They're focusing on Hendon Hooker, learning to slide, getting rid of the ball, staying healthy. But his response to that was pretty comical. I like what Hendon Hooker had to say here.
I'm getting a lot of, you need to slide, you need to throw it away. But I really just have a passion for the game to just give my all in every play, and that's really the only reason why I don't slide. But I'm definitely going to get some sliding in there for sure. Just taking hits off my body is good, not only for myself but the team. They know that I can rock and roll every day, bring that same energy and juice. So I'm just trying to stay healthy is the main goal there.
You have to love that response. You have to love that response. It's not a, well, I didn't think about it. Or he is a playmaker. He is a baller. He's going to go out there to compete, and that's why he says, I don't slide, because I'm a competitor. I love what he does. I love what he brings to the table. It's like Jeremy Banks. It's a mindset. You can't teach a kid to be a dog. You're either a dog or you're not. And Hendon Hooker has that little bit of dog in him, just like Jeremy Banks has. And you can't teach that. You cannot teach that. But something else he talked about was, the mental side of the game. The mental side of the game. He wants to lead. He wants to be a player coach, he called it. This is another great quote from yesterday after practice.
The mental aspect of the game. Just trying to capitalize every opportunity I can to get in there with the coaches and go over film, talk through different situations, and just approach the game from a mental standpoint as a player coach kind of thing on the field. Being in total control of the offense and just being efficient.
The word efficient is almost comical because that's the word that I used to describe him last spring when we were talking about the quarterback competition. We used the word efficient. He is so much more than just an efficient quarterback at this point. Again, the touchdown to interception ratio from last year. But he is still, it's not good enough. He is constantly working. We heard when Jalen Hyatt met with the media, he talked about, watching film with Hendon and how he lives at that practice facility. He's there all the time. They actually asked him, how many hours in a day do you spend at the facility? And this kind of blew my mind just a little bit.
Probably about 8 hours. Definitely in here about 8 hours a day minimum. Whether it's me doing recovery work in the training room in the cold tub, or me on the field throwing with guys, or working through footwork, or just simply getting signals, just so I can be efficient, and also bringing guys along. Just trying to get as many guys as I can in here with me and try to connect with them, not only as a teammate and a brother, but also translating that to on the field things and getting in the film room, watching film with them, seeing what they think and how they visualize different concepts, just talking to the receivers, and also getting in with the O-line, watching film with them, trying to gain their trust and see what they're seeing so I can make calls as they make calls as well.
Hendon Hooker is the definition of a leader. Talking about watching film with the offensive line so that there's an understanding there and he can see what they see. He wants to know more than his position, and that is how you lead. 8 hours a day in the practice facility. This is a kid that is a full-time student. You got to sleep sometime. I don't know how many hours a night Hendon Hooker sleeps, but this is a kid that had an amazing season in 2021, but it wasn't good enough. It's like the quote that I use a lot from Rodney Garner talking about he didn't come to Tennessee to win 7 games. These players didn't come to Tennessee to win 7 games, but Hendon Hooker had a pretty dang good year in 2021, but it's not good enough. He wants more. He's putting the work in. And again, when you lead by example, when a guy like Hendon Hooker is living at the practice facility, when he's in there 8 hours a day, then a guy like Jalen Hyatt says that's the standard, that's the expectation. And now we have Coach Pope talking about Jalen Hyatt and how when he's leaving late at night, sometimes he'll see Jalen Hyatt still in that film room studying tape, trying to get better. That's why it all goes back to Josh Heupel and changing the culture. It is becoming the standard, the expectation of what it takes to compete and what it takes to win in the SEC. We've got a special kid in Hendon Hooker coming back for one last dance. Let's go to Atlanta. Hit that comment section. Let me know your thoughts on what he had to say when he spoke to the media. More coverage coming your way. Again, Tennessee tomorrow, Saturday. They're going to bring that spring game. It's family and recruits only, but it's a huge recruiting opportunity for Tennessee. I've dropped videos talking about that. If you haven't checked it out, go back, give it a watch. It's the Nico Back on Rocky Top video. But we're going to have tons of coverage after the spring game, whatever you want to call it, on Saturday. They've got 3 more practices next week, so we'll do the live show on Sunday, 5 p.m. More videos coming your way next week to cover practice. If you have not done so yet, please hit that thumbs up. Go check out the official merchandise. You guys know where to go. Bonfire.com/store/Talkin Vols. We've got the new Talkin Vols Elite shirts, different colors, designs, schemes, all that good stuff. Go check that out. Also, the old favorites, State Pride, Retro Vols, all that good stuff. Basic logo shirts. If there's any type of design you guys want, let me know. We'll see if we can get it for you. But that's going to do it for this one. All the links are in the description. This is the Talkin Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.